Hi everyone, Lovely Ruth here with another video. Um, I'm in my study, my workroom. Again tonight is night. It's feels like a Friday, but actually it's a Tuesday night, and I've been really busy today. I'm going through a little transformation in my energy. Oh, and I have this horrific headache I've been having for a couple of days, and I know what it's from. So I'm working on that. Self-healing, um, and self-love. It takes a lot of energy out of you, especially when there are people around you that demands your attention and demands your love as well. Just because we have to love ourselves and love on ourselves and heal ourselves, we have people alongside of us that need the same type of love and healing, not from within themselves, I believe, that from others. And you have to be aware that it's sometimes it's not just about you. You have you know people in your life that you love, and you want what's best for them while you're healing. You can't, when you're in a healing state, um finding yourself and finding who you are and what you're capable of, and resting in God. You still have people around you. You still have those people that depend on you. You know what I mean? I mean, there are some outside people that you can, like, okay, now they just gonna have to wait till I get my strength back, or when I can get my energy, and I'm well enough, I'm strong enough to um handle their situations or circumstances. And um I can't, I can't lift them up when I can't lift myself up. You know what I'm saying? So there are some things that have to be put aside. Some people that they're gonna just have to wait. Energy vampires and all these other people. But it's the little, how am I say this? It's the little big mountains. They're little, but they're big mountains, and they're your relatives, and they're people you love that needs your attention and needs your wisdom or knowledge on things that that they're going through or whatever. And so you have to, you know you can't close a blind eye to um some people's needs as well as your own. I think you should put yourself way up there as far as nurturing yourself, of course. And but as a parent, I mean, you just have that extra. I don't know. I think we are built with that extra energy to take on our kids' problems and issues. You know what I'm saying? No matter how old they are, how old you are, you still have that ounce of um, saving grace. I want to say saving um, the energy that it takes to save your child. You always gonna have an ounce of that. I mean, when I mean save, like, I mean, like, if they're going through stuff, you feel it, you go through it, you're dealing with it. Their pain is your pain in some instances, and um, it's heavy sometimes. And I don't know. I think I was kind of misguiding myself to think that I can't take on anyone else's burdens because I'm giving all of my burdens over to God. I'm like, God, take this from me. It's too heavy. I can't deal with this. I can't. It's this burden. And in the Bible it says, cast your burdens onto Him. So, and I do, and I feel such a guilt or condemnation when it comes down to, I didn't gave God my issues and things that I can't handle. And here I am trying to fix somebody else's life or make their life easy and comfortable. Whereas I don't want to take on my own issues. I'm giving them to God. So I thought about, maybe it's something I can't handle. Maybe it's a burden in which I still should hand over to God. Like I don't need to take on the weight of the world. God didn't design me to lift up the world. I don't believe. So what I'm purpose for, what I'm able to do, and my limitation, I have to know my boundaries, and I have to know my limitations as to how much I can bear, because He's not going to um you don't have to bear more than you can, or He will allow you to bear so much, and He knows how much you could bear, right? So I look at it this way now. I look at it like, if somebody need my help, or if anybody needs your help, of course you're gonna try to do what you can. As a Christian, you're gonna try to, or believe in Christ, you're gonna try to do what's best, or you're gonna try to help. That's just your natural instinct, is to help someone. So um I'm a little bit um up in the air about, am I taking on a little bit too much, or am I overwhelmed? I know the feeling of overwhelmness. I know that when I'm at this level of energy, right? When I'm feeling overwhelmed, I usually back out, panic, get frustrated or snap or get agitated or irritated, and I know where I am. Like, I'm overwhelmed, and I think about the thing that's getting me overwhelmed. So I don't I try not to get to that point anymore. I try to feel it coming, the anxieties. You know, when you're anxious uh for anything, it'll show. And the other night, actually, I couldn't sleep. I woke up and I just couldn't sleep. It was just like, I don't even know what I was anxious for, but I was feeling so overwhelmed. I was feeling so heavy of the not knowing what I should do next, or what's to come, or should I get up and, should I prepare myself for tomorrow? Should I make phone calls? Should I put out some more resume? All these thoughts was coming into my head, where, you know, after Christmas I'm gonna have to do, it was just overwhelming. What we're gonna do for Christmas. It was too much. It was like, what am I doing? It's four in the morning. What am I doing? Why am I worried about something I don't have any control over? What am I worried about? Why am I worried? Because if I'm depending on God to take my burdens away from me, why am I up in the middle of the night not being able to sleep? You know what I'm saying? So I had to catch myself. It was like, I have to know, until I prayed, and I turned on the Christian channel, and I sit there and I listened, and this calmness came over me. Of course, I got up and ate me some pickles, because I didn't really know what to do. I was going to come in the room, in my workroom, and start working on wigs, or it was something. If I was feeling like I need to journal or do something to burn a little bit more energy out off of my mind, not off of my body, because I was tired, but I wasn't sleepy. My brain was going a mile a minute. So yeah, I got up, got me a couple, ate some pickles out of the jar, sliced pickles, and then I drank some water. I got back in the bed, continued to watch the Christian channel, TBN, and I was watching Joseph Prince. I remember him talking about let go. His sermon was let go. Um, let go. It wasn't like let go, let God, because of course we know let go, let God. It's just a matter of letting go. And I'm like, I must have needed that. God send you what you need when you need it. He knows what you need before you even need it. And I got the message. And as some type of calmness came up upon me, and I was able to sleep. And the next day it was like, I don't know why I was worried. I don't know why I was anxious for what? What can you do about not knowing what to do. It's it's out of your control. I mean, it's nothing you could do. But what you're doing by worrying and being anxious is just destroying your body slowly. You know what I'm saying? You stressed out for nothing. And that's not a good thing. That's not a good thing, people. That's really not. My son right now is going through a mess of a relationship with his wife. And I'm not going to dwell on this. I'm just going to say this real quick. I have for years stayed out of it. I don't like to get into my kids' affair, but to hear my daughter say, "Mom," to hear my daughter, if my daughter heard that, she would say, "Mom, come on now, you are all up in my relationship." But a mom, no, she just knows. She what's good for her kids, no matter how old they are. But I'm laid back with that. I'm like, no, I'm not gonna touch that. I saw straight through her. I still see straight through her. I mean, when a person is good, and for me to be who I am, I will not interfere with anybody's marriage. I'm not. That's the one thing I won't do, because I've never been married. And if I ever got married, I wouldn't want anybody, trying to control it, or stick their nose into it, unless that I come to them and I ask for that help or advice from a counselor or something, because I feel like I got myself into it. Only me and God can get me out of it, or sustain it, as you would. um but I try to stay out of it. If you ask me my opinion of it, I'll tell you my opinion of it, but I'm not one to talk to anybody or talk anybody out of something that they truly believe in. No, I wouldn't do that. So I kind of stayed out of it, and instead of it getting better, it got worse. It's getting worse. It's just something he's going through right now. And it's something that he, as a man, has to deal with. And as a mother, I have to, it's out of my control. Only thing that I can do is pray about it. And that's what I intend to do. I'm going to pray about that situation. I mean, if it's over, it's over. It's God has the last say about anything, any relationship, any health issue, any financial issues. Um, God has the last final say of it all. So I'm supportive of him. I'm team my son. My daughter. I don't want anybody to hurt them. I pray for the things that they need. I pray and hope that they receive them. And I just want what's best for my kids. You don't want to see your kids or your children, no matter what age, you don't want to see them hurting. You don't want to see them in pain. So what could you do? I'm not, like I said, I'm not the type of person that would talk against another person. You have to see things for your own, with your own eyes. I am not the one to bring stuff to light to you, when you could see the red flags, or you can see what's going on. I mean, if you know what's going on, all you have to do is take it to God, and he'll work things out for you, or he'll reveal things to you. And that's what I would always tell my children, let God handle it. And as a parent, you tend to, you know, be concerned about them, kind of worry, kind of get um like I she didn't have to go through that. I went through the same things in relationships when I was younger, and I it's not easy. It's really not easy. Um, but you got to the advice I do give him is, you have to know what's best for you. You and only you can determine what makes you happy and what makes you sad. So after you determine that, take it to God, talk to God, get confirmation from God, and he will guide you. He'll take care of him. He'll be all right. I think he would be all right, and I'm praying that he would be all right. But alongside everything else that's going on in my life, um, family issues, uh, financial issues, it's just I don't want to be overwhelmed. The holidays are coming up. This is the worst time of the year for most people because it's a lonely season. It is the highest, I read somewhere, it's the highest suicidal months ever, you know, and throughout the whole year. And it's kind of a sensitive time, a sensitive season, and you have to have your head on right. You have to be strong in the Lord. You got to have faith. You got to believe. And you got to be that base. I'm telling you, you got to be strong, and it's so much going on in the world, so much happening that your little bitty mind, your brain, your left and your right brain, it takes in so much. It's so much that we put on our minds and our brains and stress ourselves out in our bodies. And never give up. We give our bodies a break, after exercising, after going through something, a fall or something, or car accident. We give our bodies a break to recover. Do we ever give our brains a break to recover? You know what I mean? So the last 6 months, I was supposed to be doing a brain break. I was giving myself some time off to collect myself, relax, and you know, uh, take time to smell the roses, take time to meditate and heal and find myself and think, change my mindset and the way I think and the way I let things, the way I handle things. And in this last past couple of months, it's been wild. It's been a crazy good while though. It's been good. It's been I caught up on a lot of things. I mean, I'm at that state to where I ain't got I ain't gonna lie to you. I got to the point where I don't even know if I want to work again. And it's not that I'm lazy, I became lazy. It's just that my newfound energy is not working working to die, working the rest of my life to end up, not enjoying it. Looking back, like, what did I do in my 30s, 40s, 50s, what did I do? Where did my life go? Did I enjoy it? Am I enjoying it? You know what I'm saying? You can have all the money in the world and not still have enjoyed your life. So I want to be able to say, even if I do have to work or to generate some money or whatever God takes me, I can always say now, I can look back and say, I took those months off of work. I've never been off of work before like this. And I can look back and say, I remember when I took off and I did this. And I took time to do this. And I took time to find myself or find my strength. You know what I'm saying? I can look back and look at this and look at this time. And that is wonderful. That's wonderful. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's a scary big world. It's like right now it's like I don't want to be selfish. I don't want to be like in my own little castle and getting all the goods, like getting all the refreshers and the healing and all this other stuff and aligning myself and my whatever they call them, the chakras, or getting in line with the universe and all this other stuff. I don't want to have to take all this serenity and relaxation in and get to myself and like be selfish, like I don't have time for your problems. I figure it out. I don't want to be that person. I still want to be able to give a little bit of myself, even though my cup is not quite filled yet. I feel as though I need some more time to, fill my cup, and then I can spill it out, give it to somebody else or help somebody else. But in the meantime, I still if I'm called to do so, and in whatever way, in which way that God would have me do that, I will give of myself. I will give of my time to someone in need. You know what I mean. So yeah, yeah, I will. I will. Um, but all in all, it's been a good day. I don't know if I introduced myself, Lovely Ruth. Um, Today is October the 18th. I always have to look. The 18th. Friday is my birthday, the 21st of October. Yay! Can't wait to celebrate my 58th birthday. Yay! I'm excited about that. It's like I'm excited. I really am. It's like I'm from this point on. I have to start celebrating and being grateful for what life has taught me and where life has brought me thus far. You gotta celebrate that. I was telling my son today, you gotta start celebrating something, even though you're going through something right now. Even though you're going through a possible divorce or a possible split or breakup or whatever you're going through, find something, one thing, an ounce of something you can celebrate or be grateful for. And I think when we celebrate, we're laughing and having fun. We're telling God that it's okay. It's okay with us. And He likes to see us happy and laughing and and having fun. You know what I'm saying? So um and it adds life to you. I think I want to say it that way. It adds something to your life, laughing and just having a laugh. I mean, I find something in a run of a day to laugh about, even if it's a cartoon. I'll get it and I'll make that time to laugh and enjoy that moment. And so I think that's something we all should be able to do is grab a moment in the day to laugh, to have fun, to smile, to be grateful and like look at your life and say, hey, it wasn't a bad day. It was so beautiful today. It was cool. It was fall weather and it was great. It was a good day. It was a good day. As far as the weather and everything, it was a good day. Despite our troubles, our issues, or what's waiting for us, our bills, you know, it still was a good day for me. It was a good day. And I hope you guys enjoyed your day too. I pray that you guys are all well and doing well with your family and everything. I took a while before I got back on here. Been really, really like kind of decluttering, trying to declutter. I'm a clutter bug. I was trying to do a little something different to make myself feel like I'm living in the moment. I think we talked about that, living in the moment. So I'll find something to get into, like my room. I put some lights out. I don't know if I should. No, I'm not gonna take y'all. No, it's so super cute to me. It's like, you got to make the best of where you are. You got to make the best. I'm still in the same apartment, but instead of growing tired and weary of it, I decided to make the best of it. Love where I am. Love the atmosphere. Make the atmosphere where I feel like I'm in this big castle and I have 18 rooms and 5 bathrooms, and I imagine myself, walking down these stairs in this big gorgeous living room. And my living room is, to me, it's living. You make it as cozy as possible. So is my bedroom. My bedroom is my oasis. um you know, I don't complain about the size or what's in it. I make the best of it. I try to get organization within my clutter. If it's stuff I feel like I need, or I need access to, like my journals or whatever. Instead of them being piled up on a table, I would organize them and categorize them, maybe according to how much I use them, and then the books, and then my little read prayer books that I have, and organize that to where it's accessible, and to make an essence in there to where it's comfortable and it's serene. You got to give yourself something. You got to give yourself back. What's the sense of trying to find self-love when you can't give back to yourself? And I'm not talking about materialistic stuff. I'm talking about um things that you can enjoy, like a painting that you love. You put it right there so you can see it every day, or a plant, or vase, or whatever, roses or flower. I'm beginning to wanting to buy myself some flowers, as often as I can. I'm not a good caretaker of flowers, but I can get some artificial flowers and put them in the room, and then to make the room have a different essence. That's the kind of stuff I like to do um in my leisure time. Like I don't sit here and feel stuck or stagnant, or I try to make the best of the day within the day, if that makes any sense. So yeah, 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 yeah. So anyways, what are my plans for this weekend? Friday I want to have um a popcorn party, like movies, popcorn, wine. That's what I want to do. I hope my daughter come over. I know she's coming over this weekend because I got to do her hair. So hopefully we'll hang out, do some movies, have a little get together, sleepover or whatever. Talk. We've been doing a lot of talking, and enjoy my birthday weekend. That's what I want to do. That's what I want to do. And take one of those days and just sleep. Maybe Saturday, just sleep in, and just sleep in. Just enjoy it. If God say the same, Sunday I want to get up and go to church. Um, he's working on me on something. Yeah. Can't talk about that right now, but he's working on something on my behalf. Well, I'm asking him to. So, um, maybe church, maybe not, maybe I don't know yet. But that, and I gotta go to the grocery store because I want to cook something this weekend. I don't know what I want for my birthday. I just don't know what I want to eat. I'm sorry about that. I don't know what I want to eat, but I do know what I want to do. I want to spend some time with my family and just kick it, as if the world isn't at my feet right now. I'm not working, so I have every day to celebrate, every day to do whatever I want to do. You know what I'm saying? So within my means, of course. But it's a good feeling. It's a good feeling. Uh yeah, it's a good feeling. I'm going to conclude this video. I want you guys to know that um you constantly on my mind. I always want to get on here and talk to you guys and see what's going on with you. Let you know how my day is going. Let you know let you know that everything's gonna be okay. Um, if I can do it, if I can get through the issues that I have, I know you can possibly find a way to get through yours some kind of way. Pray, prayer. They have all these therapists, out there that we don't even know about. I see now that they're advertising that a little bit more than normal because a lot of people have mental issues, which we don't know. We don't have the ability to go or could afford a therapist, sometimes. But I guess they're letting us know that there are therapists. I mean, there are people you can call, people you can go see, to help you with your mental issues. And that's a great thing because we all could use the ability, or we could use that means of sitting down talking to someone about our problems with a stranger at that, somebody that won't judge you. You know what I'm saying? So that's a good thing because you can't keep stuff bottled in, and you can't try to resolve your own issues. Sometimes it's bigger than us. So I take the prayer. Sometimes I hear from God, sometimes I don't. Sometimes He's just leading the way. He just leading me. He's there with me because I can feel His presence, but He'll let me coast. He'll let me, like, you're gonna be all right. I'm not gonna let you fall off the edge. And even so, even at this age, it's such a high risk because on as far as the mental issues, because my mom had Alzheimer's. Yeah, she had it bad. And one of my older brothers went into it, and it's like this. It's like it's if we're thinking that we're destined for that, in our family. And it's a lot of stuff that I forget, and I'm like, I know I might end up, in that situation, but hopefully, God say the same. I'm not. So you be trying to hold on to all the little thoughts and try to hold on to all the memories that you possibly can. I, for one, cannot remember names. And this is the underscored truth. I do not remember names. I cannot remember names. And I don't know when did that started, It's been years. I can't tell. I can talk to a person, and if a week or 2, 3, 4 weeks go by, I won't remember that person's name. Not that they're not worth remembering. It's the name. I remember the person. I remember the person that said what they said, or if I'm trying to repeat something, that I got off of a book or YouTube or TV or whatever, or people names in a movie. I cannot remember names. I can remember faces, and I'll be like, my daughter, like, I'll be like trying to tell her something, like, that guy, I had to go through 5, 6 movies he was in before his name could even come to me. And I don't know if that's a sign of dementia, not dementia, but sign of that I'm not gonna have a good memory span when I get older and I'm not even 60 yet. So, you know, I pray that, I don't, but that's what I'm saying. The point I'm trying to make is I don't want to overwhelm my mind right now. I don't want to take from what I'm already struggling to hang on to and throw it away, or my brain explode because I have all these things going on that I can't even I don't even have control over. You know what I'm saying? I can't handle this, or I can't, I can't change this. I can't, matter of fact, this, and it's just so much that you're supposed to allow yourself to carry, or allow yourself to, that you just have this ounce of capacity, that it's a level of how much you could take. You know what I'm saying? And back in the day, the little ad used to come on and say a mind is a terrible thing to waste. And that to me is mean, like, get the knowledge, keep learning, keep going, keep, you know getting wisdom, and don't waste it because you just idle and you're not learning anything, and you're not growing if you don't learn. And that's the way I took that. And now that I'm looking at it, yeah, that is part of it, but the other part is, you know don't destroy what you already have. I mean, you don't get silly, and you know don't get up in an age range and start acting, you know, acting like you don't have the sense you was born with. I have a sister that she's older than me. I think she's about like 5, 6 years older than me, but she her mentality it's that of a teenager. It's like not, not purposely. She's the I mean, not by accident, but purposely, she thinks that she's young. She wears junior clothes, and I can't fight her on that because I don't want to dress old too, so I understand that. But you 60 some years old, you don't need to be shopping in the juniors department because just because it'll fit you doesn't mean that it's telling the story you need to tell. You know what I mean? So I'm very cautious of what I put on. I'm very cautious about what messages it giving. You know what I'm saying? So I don't care about, I don't look at other people and judge them about what they have on, but I know my sister and I know the message she's trying to put out there. And I wish she, would come to her age senses. Like I need to dress maturely. I need to kind of like act my age a bit. And then I'm going to attract the men that I'm supposed to be with and not no busters, not no, you know. And I love my sister. I'm not judging her. But it makes me think that where, our minds are very, 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 very important. It's very important to be, have a sane mind, like that's all we have to hold on to. That's when we lose that, it's it. That's over. It's over with. You know what I'm saying? Life as we know it is over with. You know what I'm saying? We have no control. When you think we're struggling to have control over our minds, our bodies right now, we ain't gonna have no control over anything. When my mom went into Alzheimer's, her brain was not even allowing signals to go to her liver or her other organs. And, pretty much they start shutting down and, you forget that you don't eat. And it's just a whole lot of things that go along with that. And that was something really horrible to deal with. But all in all, we didn't see it coming because we didn't before then I never even before my mom had it, I never even really paid it any attention because when other people are going through stuff, you don't be I ain't really, it doesn't affect you. You don't see it in a light that you see it when it's actually happening in your family. Like Down syndrome. You see Down syndrome children all the time and you be like, oh, oh, you know, and you don't really understand it or until it affects your family. And we do have my sister I was talking to about a few minutes ago. She has a Down syndrome uh, child, and until we had a Down syndrome child in our families, we didn't recognize how severe it is or how delicate it is or the subject matter is. And when Alzheimer's came, it's a whole new ball game. It was a whole new um, outlook on it. Then, because we had to pay attention to it, it was staring us right in the face. So I take that seriously, and you don't really know. You don't know. You don't know. It doesn't have a pattern. It doesn't have a specific target. It just happens. And I don't know. That's kind of sad. So I've been trying to hang on to every ounce of knowledge that I get. It was kind of hard for me after COVID. When I went back to work, it was like, oh my goodness, I can't do this anymore. My brain is like rolling constantly. It's like, oh no, it's like, and then it was like I had brain freezes. It was like, what is going on with me? I'm smart. I'm pretty smart. I mean, I was pretty sharp, and then I think I just had brain freezes, and I kept like it was just like stuff was getting harder for me to deal with, to cope with, to remember, to get it. At first it was like what's going on, with my mind. It's like what really going on. And I don't know, it just got overwhelming for me. It got to become too much for me, and I think I would, if I had not left, I think that I would have had a mental breakdown. Back in the day, they called it what they called it, nervous breakdown. Back in the day when somebody crashed, like their brain just go to pieces. Um, Today they call it mental anguish, mental breakdown, and I've seen it at its worst. This lady I worked with years ago, she had one in the middle of the store I used to work for. They had to take her out of the store. Paramedics it was just like, it was horrible. And my mom used to talk about nervous breakdowns all the time. My mom had bad nerves. And I would tell my older sister now, I say, I know when mama used to be talking about she had bad nerves. Her nerves are really, really, really bad. And I feel that sometimes I get so nervous. I'm feeling little tingles down my arms, or just my nerves. Like, it's like I'm very sensitive now, and it's like things bother me easily, like irritate me, because people don't consider your level of stress. They want to add to it. They want to pound more into you. They don't care about your well-being, like how much you can take. You have to tell people how much you can take. You have to take, that's okay. That's good. That's good. You can't keep just like sitting listening to listening to your therapist, listening to taking in other people's issues that's that's not yours. I mean, you can't do anything. You can give them advice. You may even give them the best advice, but you study letting them pour into you, plant seeds into you, and then your brain and your body, and you can only take so much. You can't take it all. You can't take the weight of the world and put it on you. You're not built for that. So you have to draw the line somewhere. You have to say, that's all I have. What do you want? That's all I have. Seek counseling, or take it to God. That's my favorite. Take it to God. Pray about it. I'll pray for you. I'll pray with you. You know what I'm saying? But little me, God have to build me up. God have to give me the strength in order to take on things that's beyond me. You know what I'm saying? So I can't do it on I can break. I can break. I can actually break. So I can't, it's just so much we can bear. And then we have to turn it over to God. And then if we're trying to do this on our own, in our own minds and our own beings, well, we're asking for it. We're saying we're God. We're saying we can do this. I got you. When we don't have nobody. You can give people money, you can help them move, you can let them borrow your car, you can buy them a car, you could do these things, but you could do so much. You can't do it all. So I said that to say this. Love you enough to care about you to not get broken. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we can't help it. Sometimes our loved ones get in there and need our help and need our care, and we do it. We do it as far as we can do it. And I am the type of person that wants to go that extra mile to make sure everybody's okay, everybody's comfortable, everybody's good. You know what I'm saying? So I have to say that I can't do that. I can pretend all I want to. It's just that I can only do so much. And when I look back at my parents, and they had we had, it was a lot of us in the family, and I can't imagine the pains and the aches and the body aches at the end of the day my parents must have had, my mom and dad. And you would hear her say, "Oh, my leg hurts so bad. My arms hurt. I got this nagging pulling at on my heart, and my blood pressure is up, and all these things she used to complain about. And I would look at her and say, old old age, until we get there, until we get to that point where our bodies ache. At the end of the night, my body aches sometimes when I lay down. To my older sister, I say, this the part of the day I don't like, because maybe I'm not giving myself enough exercise, or enough air in my muscles. So when I lay down, my neck is in a position, my arm and my nerve is a pinched nerve, and my arm are hurting, then my old knee start hurting, and it's like, ugh, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, don't get here, don't wear yourself out to the point where, it comes a time in your life where you're in that resting place. You're in that time in that season where you resting, but you can't rest because your body is still going from all the movements you've done back in the day, or back in the past, or the recent past, and you done put so much wear and tear on your body, not exercise wise, but just stress wise. you know you put so much on your body that it aches, it cries out like, no, this hurts. I mean, you did this to your temple. You the one did it. So I try not to stress myself out with, I have enough issues. I have outstanding bills. I have horrific uh ideas that may or may not happen. I'm single, I stay by myself. You tend to have to try to, you gotta have 4 or 5 eyes, some behind you and some in front of you, so that you can look out. And it's like that, on top of bills and other responsibilities. So you want to do you at this age, you want to make your life as comfortable as possible. You know what I'm saying? You want to be comfortable. So that's why I, create a room where I can relax and let myself go, and just, you know be still and be quiet. And I want to make every room in my apartment serene and comfortable, and in in alluring. Like, I want to be in there. It's calling me to sit in that room and have some tea, or light some candles, or whatever. That's where I want to be at. That's where I am right now in my life. So anything else is just you're just playing around, just playing with life. Enjoy your life, whatever you do, whoever you with, have fun with, love on, or whatever, and just make the best of your life, because we're not promised tomorrow. None of us are. So be happy, love on yourself, find what makes you happy, what makes you tick, what makes you feel good at the end of the day. What makes you say, oh, I did this, I accomplished this, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? So get to that point, and everything else is what it is. And that's all I want to say today. I hope you guys had a beautiful day. Hope you guys have a more even exciting evening. Go and enjoy yourself, relax, unwind, do you. Love on yourself, love your relatives, call, check on your relatives, you know, um, and just love, love, love. God loves us, so why can't we love others? So, okay, I hope you guys had fun with me tonight, and I will definitely catch you in a later video. Okay, bye.